Hello and welcome. First, name. Scientific name, unnamed. Species, unnamed. Second, classification. The unnamed giant dragon belongs to the order of Pterosaurs. Pterosaurs are extinct reptiles that by their wings like airplane skins, as the first vertebrates were able to actively fly. They appeared in the Triassic period about 228 million years ago and became extinct about 65 million years ago, at the end of the Cretaceous. So they existed more than 160 million years. They lived, like the dinosaurs, around the world. The most striking feature of the Pterosaurs were the great wings that have allowed the animals in both the sliding flight as well as the active flight. All Pterosaurs had small hind legs. The spine of the Pterosaurs resembled very strong the spine of the birds. The backs of the Pterosaurs was very short and accordingly not very agile. The longest section of the spine was the cervical spine. Even the skull of the Pterosaurs is similar to that of birds. All Pterosaurs were hunters and carnivores. The Pterosaurs were, like the dinosaurs, oviparous animals. It is now generally assumed that Pterosaurs were warm-bloods. They were probably hairy to a large extent. There were Amphorhynchoidea and Pterodactyloidea. However, the Pterodactyloidea descended from the Amphorhynchoidea. The unnamed giant dragon belongs to the Pterodactyloidea. In the wings of Pterodactyloidea, the upper arm and the forearm is massive and longer than that of the Amphorhynchoidea. Especially the metacarpal bone is much longer as in the Amphorhynchoidea, while the fingers are shorter in relation to the other bones. Also, Pterodactyloidea have mostly 4 finger bones. The claws have grown very well and also end at extended metacarpals. The first Pterodactyloidea appeared at the beginning of the Jurassic period over 200 million years ago. The Amphorhynchoidea disappeared about the middle of the Jurassic period about 170 million years ago. The unnamed giant dragon belongs to the superfamily of Ashtacoideae. Here, the name refers to the genus Ashtaco, which means dragon and comes from the Persian. Ashtaco lenticollis was one of the strangest creatures of all time. the name means lance-necked dragon. The Ashtarchoidea were next to the genera Pteranodon and Nyctosaurus the only completely toothless pterosaurs. The early of Ashtarchoidea that lived in the early Cretaceous had a short skull and a large bony crest. The unnamed giant dragon belongs to the family of Ashtarchidae. Characteristic features of Ashtarchidae are long and edentulous jaw, the long neck, the proportional short wings, and relatively long hind legs. They had no or only a small bone crest on the skull. They include the largest flying animals of all time. The earliest Ashtarchidae lived in the early Cretaceous. Third, nutrition. The unnamed giant dragon, feeding on probably of small dinosaurs and lizards that he chased ashore. He probably ate carrion, eggs, and perhaps fruits. Fourth, social form. Some scientists assume that pterosaurs lived together in larger colonies similar to today's colonies of seabirds. This is supported by that in the Atacama Desert, Chile, in a confined place have been found very many remains of young pterosaurs. The young pterosaurs were probably early developers. Probably they could fly already shortly after hatching and eat independently from their parents. Fifth, good to know. The wings of pterosaurs consisted of a skin structure which has been reinformed by closely spaced fibers. These provide for stability and strength of the wings. On well-preserved wing membranes of some pterosaurs from the Santana Formation in Brazil, this could be studied. 6. Size. Wingspan about 26 feet or 8 meters. Weight about 50 to 100 kilograms. Height about 9 feet or 2.8 meters. Length about 16.5 feet or 5 meters. Stand height about 14 feet or 4.3 meters. Herewith, the unnamed giant dragon was probably the biggest flyable animals of its time. 7th, locality. Remains of the unnamed giant dragon have been found in Montana, USA, in the Two Medicine Formation. 8th, period. The unknown giant dragon lived in the Campanian about 75 million years ago. Thank you for watching. Bye.